Here's what they don't tell you. The biggest secret to making your truck last forever isn't what you do, it's what you stop doing immediately. But you need to know this because one truck maintained properly is better than 5 trucks maintained wrong. Hit that subscribe button if you're tired of being lied to by an industry that profits from your truck's failure. Secret number 10, master the grease gun. Here's what they don't tell you about modern trucks. Most have fewer grease points than older vehicles, but the ones that remain are absolutely critical for long-term survival. Neglecting these points doesn't just cause squeaks. It causes catastrophic component failures that can cost thousands. Focus on lubricating chassis and steering components like ball joints, U-joints, and tie rods. According to Consumer Reports reliability data, proper greasing can extend the life of these components by up to 200% compared to neglected vehicles. But here's what makes me angry. Most quick lube places skip this step entirely because it takes time and doesn't generate additional profit. They'll change your oil in 10 minutes, but won't spend 30 seconds greasing the components that keep your truck's wheels attached to the frame. The solution is simple. Make greasing a ritual at every oil change. Get a quality grease gun and marine-grade grease, and hit every fitting until you see fresh grease purging from the seals. It's a 5-minute job that can save you thousands in suspension repairs. Here's the insider secret. Many trucks that had their frames replaced under recall programs have brand new grease fittings that need regular attention. These are often overlooked because owners assume everything is new, but new components need lubrication just like old ones. Secret number 9. Stop ignoring the underbody. This secret could save your truck's life, but most owners never do it because they can't see the damage happening underneath. Your truck's underbody takes more abuse than any other part of the vehicle, yet it gets the least attention until something catastrophic fails. Focus on visual inspections of suspension components, brake lines, fuel lines, and exhaust systems. According to RepairPal's maintenance data, 67% of catastrophic failures could be prevented with monthly underbody inspections that take less than 5 minutes. But here's what the industry doesn't want you to know. Most sudden failures aren't sudden at all. That brake line that just burst has been corroding for months. That exhaust pipe that suddenly fell off has been hanging by a thread for weeks. Spend 5 minutes every month looking under your truck with a flashlight. Check for leaks, loose components, damaged lines, and uneven tire wear patterns. A small leak today becomes a seized bearing tomorrow, and uneven tire wear signals alignment issues that destroy expensive components. The critical advantage is catching problems when they're cheap to fix, instead of waiting until they cause collateral damage. A $20 brake line replacement prevents a $2,000 ABS module failure when contaminated fluid destroys the system. Secret number 8. Flush the brake fluid every 3 years. This secret will shock you because brake fluid is the most ignored fluid in your truck, yet it's the one that can kill you when it fails. Here's what they don't tell you. Brake fluid is hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs water from the air, and that water turns your brake system into a ticking time bomb. Over time, absorbed water causes internal corrosion in brake lines, calipers, and the ABS module. According to Mobil 1's technical research, contaminated brake fluid can reduce braking effectiveness by up to 25% and cause complete system failure without warning. But here's what makes this criminal. A $2,000 ABS module replacement could be prevented with a $120 brake fluid flush every 3 years. The industry knows this, but they don't promote brake fluid service because it's not a high-profit item like major repairs. The worst part is that brake fluid contamination is invisible until it's too late. Your brakes might feel fine right up until the moment they fail completely during an emergency stop. Fresh brake fluid boils at over 400 degrees, but contaminated fluid can boil at temperatures as low as 280 degrees. Here's the insider test. Buy a $20 brake fluid tester and check your fluid's moisture content. If it reads over 3% moisture, flush the system immediately. Don't wait for brake problems. Prevent them before they can kill you or cost you thousands. Secret number 7. Respect the check engine light. This secret could save your engine, but most drivers treat the check engine light like a suggestion instead of an emergency. Here's what they don't tell you. That light isn't just a warning. It's your engine's cry for help, and ignoring it can cause cascading failures that destroy your entire powertrain. Take immediate action on warning indicators, no matter how minor they seem. According to Motor Magazine's diagnostic data, 78% of catastrophic engine failures start with minor issues that trigger the check engine light weeks or months before total failure. But here's what makes me furious. A minor issue like a faulty oxygen sensor might seem harmless, but it causes your engine control unit to run the engine too lean or too rich. This leads to carbon buildup, catalytic converter damage, and eventually complete engine failure that costs $15,000 to repair. The industry profits from your procrastination because minor repairs become major overhauls when ignored. A $200 oxygen sensor replacement becomes a $3,000 catalytic converter job, which becomes a $15,000 engine replacement when the damage spreads. Here's the critical action. Get a basic OBD2 scanner for $25 and check codes immediately when the light comes on. Don't assume it's just a sensor. Address the root cause before it destroys expensive components. Your engine's computer is smarter than you think, and it's trying to save your truck's life. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're learning secrets that could save your truck. Secret number 6. Never skimp on the cooling system. This secret is personal because I've seen more engines destroyed by cooling system neglect than any other single cause. Here's what they don't tell you. Your cooling system doesn't just prevent overheating. It's a complex chemical system that becomes corrosive when neglected, eating your engine from the inside out. Coolant flushes and proper maintenance prevent overheating, but more importantly, they prevent the acidic corrosion that destroys water pumps, head gaskets, and aluminum engine components. According to Consumer Reports reliability studies, proper cooling system maintenance can extend engine life by up to 150%. But here's what makes this criminal. Coolant breaks down and becomes acidic over time, regardless of mileage. Even if you only drive 5,000 miles per year, 5-year-old coolant is attacking your engine's internal components and seals every day. The industry doesn't emphasize cooling system service because it's not a high-frequency profit center like oil changes. They'd rather sell you a new engine every 150,000 miles than help you maintain the one you have for 400,000 miles. Flush and replace coolant every 5 years or 50,000 miles, whichever comes first. Use only the exact coolant specified by your manufacturer. Mixing coolant types creates chemical reactions that can destroy your entire cooling system. The $120 you spend on proper coolant service prevents the $8,000 engine replacement that comes from neglect. Secret number 5. Service all drivetrain fluids. This secret will save you thousands, but it's the most ignored maintenance item because these fluids are hidden and out of sight, out of mind. Here's what they don't tell you. Your differential and transfer case carry massive loads, especially when towing or off-roading, and the gear oil inside takes a beating that destroys expensive components when neglected. Focus on differential and transfer case oil changes every 30,000 to 60,000 miles. According to Fleet Owner Magazine's maintenance studies, proper drivetrain fluid service can prevent 89% of differential and transfer case failures that cost $3,000 to $5,000 to repair. But here's what makes me angry. These are often the cheapest fluid changes you can do, yet they prevent some of the most expensive repairs. A differential service costs less than an oil change, but prevents gear pitting and bearing failures that can total your truck. The industry doesn't promote these services because they're not frequent enough to generate consistent revenue. They'd rather wait until your differential fails and sell you a complete replacement than help you maintain it for 300,000 miles. Here's the insider advantage. Changing these fluids is often easier than changing engine oil because the drain and fill plugs are easily accessible. The thick gear oil provides superior protection when fresh, but becomes acidic and abrasive when contaminated with metal particles and moisture. Secret number 4, reject the lifetime fluid myth. This secret will make you angry because it exposes one of the biggest lies in the automotive industry. Here's what they don't tell you. There is absolutely no such thing as lifetime fluid, and believing this myth will destroy your transmission and cost you $4,000 to $6,000 in repairs. Automatic transmission fluid changes every 60,000 to 100,000 miles, prevent clutch pack wear, and keep valve bodies clean. According to RepairPal's transmission failure data, vehicles that never have their transmission fluid changed have a 340% higher failure rate than properly maintained vehicles. But here's what makes this criminal. Manufacturers call it lifetime fluid to make their vehicles appear maintenance-free on paper, helping sales while ensuring your transmission fails right after the warranty expires. It's planned obsolescence disguised as convenience. The transmission is the second most expensive component in your truck after the engine. When it fails, you're looking at repair costs that often exceed the vehicle's value. Yet, this catastrophic failure can be prevented with a simple fluid change that costs less than a tank of gas. Here's the insider truth. Transmission fluid breaks down from heat, friction, and contamination, just like any other fluid. Lifetime really means warranty period, and the manufacturers know exactly when these transmissions will fail based on fluid degradation rates. Always use OEM specified transmission fluid, never universal substitutes. Toyota WS for Toyotas, Honda ATF-DW1 for Hondas. Mixing fluids or using incorrect specifications can cause immediate failure even in healthy transmissions. Secret number 3, invest in rust prevention. This secret could literally save your truck's life, but most owners ignore it until it's too late. Here's what they don't tell you. Rust doesn't just affect appearance, it destroys the structural integrity of your truck's frame and can cause catastrophic safety failures that put your life at risk. Apply wax or oil-based undercoating like fluid film or crown annually to protect the frame and critical components. According to Consumer Reports corrosion studies, proper rust prevention can extend vehicle life by up to 10 years in Salt Belt states. But here's what makes this personal. I've seen trucks with perfect engines and transmissions that had to be scrapped because the frame rotted out from underneath. All that mechanical reliability becomes worthless when the structure holding everything together disintegrates. Japanese and American trucks are constantly killed by frame rust long before their engines fail. The irony is heartbreaking. You maintain the engine religiously while the frame that holds it dissolves from road salt and moisture. The critical time to start rust prevention is when the truck is new, not after corrosion has already started. Once rust begins, it's a losing battle that accelerates every year. Prevention costs $200 annually, but saves the entire truck from structural failure. Here's the insider secret. Many trucks that seem totaled from rust actually have perfectly good drivetrains that could run for decades more. The mechanical components outlast the structure, which is backwards from how it should be. Hit that like button if these secrets are opening your eyes to how the industry really works. Secret number 2, master the warm-up and cool-down. This secret protects your engine's most expensive components, but most drivers do exactly the opposite of what they should. Here's what they don't tell you. How you start and stop your engine determines whether critical components like turbochargers and seals last 100,000 miles or 400,000 miles. Never rev a cold engine hard. Oil is thick and hasn't reached all surfaces yet, causing metal-on-metal contact that creates permanent wear. For turbocharged engines, idle for 60 to 90 seconds after heavy driving to let turbo bearings cool while oil is still circulating. According to research from the Society of Automotive Engineers, cold start wear accounts for 75% of total engine wear over a vehicle's lifetime. Every time you rev a cold engine, you're grinding away thousands of miles of engine life. But here's what makes this infuriating. The quick lube industry actually encourages customers to rev their engines to circulate the new oil faster. This is completely backwards and causes immediate damage to engines that haven't reached operating temperature. The turbo cooldown is even more critical, but completely ignored by most drivers. Turbochargers spin at over 100,000 RPM and reach temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees. Shutting off the engine immediately after hard driving stops oil circulation while the turbo is still glowing hot. When oil stops circulating through a hot turbocharger, it cooks and forms carbon deposits that destroy the bearings. This is why turbocharged engines have such a bad reputation for reliability. It's not the technology, it's the abuse from drivers who don't understand proper procedures. Secret number 1, the secret weapon, oil analysis. This is the game changer that separates amateur truck owners from professionals who get 500,000 miles from their engines. Here's what they don't tell you. For $30 to $50, you can literally see into your engine's future and predict failures up to a year before they happen. Oil analysis through labs like Blackstone Labs tests for microscopic wear metals, coolant contamination, and fuel dilution that reveal exactly what's wearing out inside your engine. According to fleet maintenance studies, oil analysis can predict 94% of engine failures before they cause catastrophic damage. But here's what makes this the ultimate secret. Oil analysis tells you things that no mechanic can see from the outside. High copper levels indicate bearing wear. Aluminum particles show piston or head damage. Glycol contamination reveals head gasket leaks months before they cause overheating. The industry doesn't want you to know about oil analysis because it eliminates the guesswork that generates profitable diagnostic fees. When you know exactly what's wearing out, you can fix problems before they cause expensive collateral damage. Here's how it works. Send a small sample of used oil to the lab with your next oil change. They'll provide a detailed report showing wear metal concentrations, contamination levels, and remaining oil life. It's like getting an MRI of your engine's internal health. The real power is in trending, comparing results over time to see if wear rates are increasing or if contamination is developing. You can literally watch your engine age and intervene before problems become catastrophic failures. This $50 investment can save you $15,000 in engine replacement costs by catching problems when they're still repairable. It's the difference between replacing a $200 water pump and rebuilding a $15,000 engine that overheated from coolant loss. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want more insider secrets that the industry doesn't want you to know. Here's the bottom line. These 10 secrets prove that truck longevity isn't about luck or buying the right brand. It's about understanding what really destroys engines and drivetrains, then doing the opposite of what the profit-driven industry recommends. Every secret I've shared comes from decades of watching trucks die from preventable causes, while their owners followed advice from people who make money when trucks fail early. The quick lube industry, the dealerships, and even the manufacturers themselves have financial incentives to keep you ignorant about what really makes trucks last. But now you know the truth. These aren't just maintenance tips. They're the insider strategies that separate trucks that die young from the legends that run forever. The choice is yours. Follow the industry's profitable advice and replace your truck every few years, or use these secrets to drive the same truck for decades. The truth is, making your truck last a lifetime isn't about spending more money. It's about spending money on the right things at the right time. These 10 secrets prove that the automotive industry has been lying to you about what really matters for longevity. While they're pushing expensive services that don't extend vehicle life, the simple strategies that actually work are being ignored. Take control of your truck's maintenance, use these insider secrets, and watch your truck outlast everything else on the road. If these secrets opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe for more industry truth.